earlier this week, the team's still in transition. Obviously, you're into your third year. Why exactly is the team still in transition when you have spent the club has spent a lot of money on players? A lot of those players are in your image. A lot of players have signed contracts. Why do you think it's still a transitional phase?
Because, of course, no season when I came in, I think we had to replace 6, 7 older players like Mata, Matic, Pepa, Lingard. So we started that process. But also this summer, we still had to replace some older players, and we replaced them with many young players, like Xerxes, like Lenny Yoro, for instance. And they need time. They need time to get used to the standards of the Premier League, standards of a club as United, especially. We have to put them in our game model and as I say, in the standards of the league where they are playing in.
You've had some very good reactions to bad defeats, bad performances. What has the mood been like in training and at Carrington this week?
As always, when not winning, we are very disappointed, and of course we are mad with ourselves, and especially when you lose a game like Sunday. Also, after all, then you have to play so long time with 10 players, and then after it's overturned the red card, that gives frustration, because such a long time to play with 10 is of course never in your advantage, had a real impact on the game. But you have to deal with it, and we are mad, and now from the madness we have to get motivation, and we go on to the next game.
Hi Eric, when the team is going through a tough time like you're at the moment, how important is it, in particular tomorrow night, your big players to stand up and show their worth, the likes of captain Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Lisandro Martinez, these key players? How important is it for them to show their leadership qualities and almost drag you out of a hole and get the result you need?
That is, everyone has to take responsibility, and that starts with me as the manager, but of course also on the pitch. And the players you mentioned, but or maybe also others who has leadership skills, they have to stand up. And every game for us is it's important. And every opponent is always 100% motivated. So we have to be ready as a team and as an individual to compete and to fight with them.
Eric, you said on Sunday after the game that you and the leadership were all in the same boat, on the same page. Have you had any conversations with them since Sunday? Perhaps just encouraging you, to keep going, that everything's fine and you're safe in your job?
We talk every day. We are in a common journey, and we made that agreement in the summer. We had the discussion, we had the review, we made our decisions. We refreshed and we reset the staff, and I appointed my assistants. I appointed the staff, but it was, of course, in a common process. But I did this, and we refreshed the squad as well. We choose especially to contract young players and typical abilities also. We know high potentials who can really for the future as well, because this club wants to be back on top, and there's a long-term project, and we set a target to be back for several years, to be champion, the highest Champions League, and there's a long-term journey, and we went in that boat, and we are, and therefore you need on the same page in the summer. So we will keep going in the process. We will talk every day. Every day we will evaluate, review the process, and where it's necessary, and we will make our decisions. Chris.
Hi Eric, there's been so much external noise since Sunday. Do you feel under more pressure than you normally would coming into a game like this?
No, because it's not important what's external. It's only important what is internal. And internal, and we dealing with the defeat and nothing else.
In those conversations you have with Dan Ashworth and the people in the leadership group, what are they saying to you to give you kind of confidence going forward?
It's not necessary to give me confidence. But we are talking about how we can improve. We talk every day, how can we improve this group, this team, how we have to cooperate, how can we improve the processes, how can we improve the procedures, so how can we improve the relations and the connections. That is what we are talking about. Charlotte.
Hi, Eric. What areas of improvement did you identify during the video analysis of the Spurs game?
It's one game. So in one game, of course there is still and what we could have done better. For instance, after conceding so quickly a goal, and what should never happen, then you have to keep calm and composed and stay in the game and stick to the plan, like say this. And that is true, especially mental. And so there we can improve definitely.
Difficult it's going to be, and how important it is for your players to have the belief, which sometimes seems to be lacking.
So on Sunday they were on the point, lacking belief, but I have seen so many games also this season how they are completely confused.